Welcome to 1998 to Forever, where I, Mark Sanders, born September 25th, 1998, discuss all of my favorite things from each year that I've been alive. And this year, we're doing 2000. Along with this year, we will discuss my favorite movie, song, match, video game, TV show, cartoon series, and wrestling DVD from this year. Enjoy, my friends. Wow, the year 2000. The beginning of the new millennium that we're currently in. Unless you're watching this like hundreds of years from now. Anyway, the year 2000. All the 90s, 1998 to forever videos are done. And I say that as if I've done like the whole decade or something. No, the year 2000, pretty cool year. It wasn't for another 1 or 2 years that I started to quote unquote gain consciousness, because it seems like the age of 4 is when we seem to quote unquote gain consciousness. You know what I mean? But the year 2000, it's weird because from my perspective, the year 2000. It's like an old ass sounding year to me, you know what I mean? But to my mum, she said that the year 2000 was the last time that a year seemed like futuristic-y, science fiction-y, you know what I mean? Like, for example, for me personally, 2017, in fact, pretty much every year since 2017 has felt science fiction-y to me, you know what I mean? Like futuristic science fiction-y to me, you know what I mean? Like every year since then. But for me, the year 2000 feels like an old year. For my mom, the year 2000 felt like a sci-fi type year, you know what I mean? Anyway, great year 2000. I got my picks right here, and to tell the truth, I honestly haven't been like fully satisfied with any 1998 to forever videos so far. I'm already questioning if I should have chosen a different song for 1999 and 1998. In fact, there was this one song for 1998 that I completely forgot about somehow. That I don't know if I definitely would have made this song for 1998 then, but certainly a possibility, But, yeah. So, my favorite things for the year 2000. And we're going to start off with movie, of course. And my favorite movie of the year 2000 is, well, my pick is going to be Memento. Now, it was actually between 3 movies for this one. Of course, Memento, The Road to El Dorado, which I actually rewatched for the first time in forever last night, actually. And Unbreakable. Like, those 3 were the ones I had in mind for 2000. But I ultimately went with my man Christopher Nolan's Memento. Now, a lot of times I feel like I love those other 2 movies more, but every time like I would make like my favorite movies list, which changes all the time, Memento, I am far more likely to like add to put on my list than those other 2, like by far. I love Memento. I don't love it quite as much as when I first saw it, because when I saw it for the first time in 2013, which was when I started to find out who Christopher Nolan was, and really get into Christopher Nolan, I watched this and I was like, holy crap, this is just amazing. And it was basically like, oh man, I'm feeling nostalgic just remembering the first time I saw this movie. Excellent cast, like one of the most unique movies ever made. If you haven't seen it, it's by Christopher Nolan, my favorite director of all time, and a lot of people's favorite directors, I reckon. And you probably want to not know as little as possible going into this movie right here. Memento, it's just holy crap. It's amazing. And amazingly enough, even though it's like one of my favorite movies ever and I give it 10 out of 10, it might be like one of my weaker 10 out of 10 Christopher Nolan movies. I'm not even kidding. And yeah, this is not the only time that you'll see a Christopher Nolan movie as my best film for a year. Not by a long shot. So Memento, for my favorite film of 2000, yeah. And now my favorite song of 2000. This was a toss-up between two different songs. And maybe in the future, I know I say this a lot, but just to really just make it as clear as possible, you know. Maybe in the future I'll choose the other song. But my favorite song of the year 2000 is going to be Suffocate by Finger Eleven. This is a song off their album. I forgot what the album was called, but it's got like a puppet thing on it, you know. And I first heard this song from WrestleMania 32 highlights video. And this song and that highlights video just stuck with me. It's such an awesome song, and it just makes me feel so badass when I listen to it. And I just love the song to death, man. Which is ironic because the song is called Suffocate. Just a badass song. It was on the Scream 3 soundtrack, but I watched Scream 3, the actual movie, for the first time in, no joke, like 2017. I'm not even joking. And I don't remember this song being played in that movie at all. Unless I was deaf, or maybe I was like not really paying close enough attention or something like that. I love the song. My other pick was Renegade Fighter by Zed, which is a New Zealand band. So obviously maybe in the future I'll look back and be like, actually, you know what? I think I like that song better. But for now, in this moment as I'm recording, Suffocate by Finger Eleven. Badass song. Just love it. Go listen to that. If you want to, of course. Now, my favorite wrestling match of 2000. Now, honestly, this is like my favorite match of 1999, where I didn't imagine that I would end up choosing this one. But there were tons of great matches. The Armageddon Hell in a Cell match, which honestly I rewatched recently, and well, I sort of rewatched it. I didn't finish it, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling what I felt when I first watched that like 11 years ago. I wish I did, but there was the Triple H Cactus Jack street fight. That was amazing. TLC from SummerSlam. Lots of amazing matches, but the match I'm going with as my best match of 2000, and this might come off as a surprise, I'm choosing The Rock versus Triple H from WWF Backlash. Why this match? Well, it was actually back in 2009 where I got my first WWE DVD. And 2009 was also the year I started watching wrestling in general. So, you know, I was like so fresh to wrestling. It's so different to watch it when you first get into it. You know, it really is. I hope that makes sense. But my first wrestling DVD was The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. That was also my only DVD, my only wrestling DVD up until 2011. I'm not even joking. And I was just watching because I knew about The Rock. The Rock was the reason I got into wrestling. I watched some matches on there, had so much fun. And then there was this match, The Rock versus Triple H from WWF Backlash 2000. Just holy crap. This match was just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just explosive. entertainment from beginning to end. This, you had Triple H being all badass and tough, trying to punch out Rock. You had Rock retaliating, and you had the McMahon family getting involved. You had Shane McMahon as the special guest referee, which I forgot about until just now when I was recording. Refusing to count the pin for The Rock because he was biased for Triple H. You had referees in the match come out and literally beat up The Rock, which I wasn't, obviously I wasn't watching wrestling at the time when this actually happened, but that was confusing. That was weird, but in the most hilarious way. And just watch this match. It's entertainment, man. This is holy, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, this is the match to me that defines why anyone would love The Rock as a wrestler. This match right here. And a lot of people say this should have been the main event of WrestleMania 16 instead of the Fatal 4-Way we got. Probably should have, eh? And then, it's Stone Cold coming out. And at the time, I didn't realize how big of a star Stone Cold was. I thought he was just another guy on the roster. I remember this was when I first started getting into wrestling, so I was fresh to everything. I didn't realize about a lot of things and all that, and I still thought wrestling was real, remember? And when I had that DVD, The Rock Most Electrifying Man in Sports Entertainment, I was so happy with it, and I didn't think I needed another wrestling DVD. And of course, a couple years later, I realized that there was a whole ocean of other wrestling DVDs that I had yet to watch and own. And but at the time, man, this was it for me. This match right here. If you're not a wrestling fan, I would recommend somehow trying to watch this match. I think you'll enjoy this match. Not necessarily convert fully into a wrestling fan, but I think you would love this match if you're not a wrestling fan. I really do. Just so much fun. I feel nostalgic just thinking about it, just talking about it right now. I'm emotional right now. A lot of memories, a lot of good memories of watching this match with my mom. I actually watched this match with my good friend. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he'd want that. But, I love this match. I probably wouldn't put it on one of my favorite matches of all time now or anything like that. But the memories I have with it will never die. The memory will never die. All right. Like that awesome song by Default. Now my favorite video game of the year 2000. This one might come as a surprise. My favorite video game from the year 2000 is actually going to be a game on the PS1 called Siphon Filter 2. Siphon Filter 2. This is the only Siphon Filter game I've ever played. And honestly, it might honestly be the only one I need to play, for me personally. I was at my grandparents' house, and I found this game, lying around somewhere. And out of curiosity, I just decided to put it in my PS2 and play it. And I didn't understand the story. It was a whole political thing. But man, the game starts off, and you're parachuting onto these snowy mountaintops, and you're trying to take down terrorists or something like that. It's been a long ass time since I watched this, and you can collect ammo, and this is where I first heard about C4, bombs, C4 bombs. This is where I first heard about C4, just to say. And the guy, and also you can headshot people, and it'll instantly kill them, but also your enemies can actually give you a headshot, and the game will actually give you a warning that someone has their gun locked onto your head. It'll say headshot on you if, just to warn you. So of course you got to dodge as fast as you can, and a lot of times I end up dying because of that. it was so mesmerizing. It was so much fun. And there was also, like, right after the Snowy Mountain mission, where you play as this woman who wakes up in this hospital. And that too is, and you just walk around, you sneak around, you try to find, like, your clothes or something like that. Like I said, it's been a long time. I don't have this game anymore. Why don't I have this game anymore? Because my aunt, who I still love with all my heart, accidentally broke it while vacuuming back in 2008. Yep, that happened. She was vacuuming all over the house back in 2008, and she accidentally broke the disc. I was so sad, man, and far out. It's just, that sucks. But at the same time, I don't know if I would want to play this again now, because, like, as an adult, maybe I'll see the game for what it really fully is, and all that, and that sucks, you know, that like, you see certain movies a certain way as a kid, and it's just, as an adult, you recognize it as the same thing that you saw as a kid, but just something ain't clicking like it used to as an adult, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a good chance that would happen. I feel like that happened just with me watching clips of this game again, you know? But still, amazing memories. And also, there was actually a really dope-ass multiplayer mode on this game. And I never had anyone to play with, but it was still fun for me to just plug in a controller with no one else playing and just roam around the multiplayer maps and all that. That was fun. That was fun. Siphon Filter 2, I love you. Alright, but, yeah. Siphon Filter 2, y'all. Now, TV show. My favorite TV show of the year 2000. This was pretty easy. I just typed in TV shows that were released in 2000. And this one was pretty easy. It's Jackass. Yes, Jackass. My favorite show, 2000 by far. My story with Jackass is, back in 2008, I saw Jackass the video game at the store. And as a kid, just seeing, like, video games of, like, everything was, like, just amazing to me. I just thought it sounded like the most amazing thing ever. I didn't watch Jackass at all, you know, but when I saw that there was a video game of it, I was like, I want that. And eventually, I did get that. And, well, I didn't really, I have good memories with the game, but honestly, it really wasn't that good of a game. Like, it really wasn't. Even though I do have good memories with it. But I started watching the Jackass movies, plural, sorry. At the time, it was just Jackass 1 and 2. And I started watching the TV shows. And just mayhem, man. Just nasty shit. But, man, do I have good memories with it. And to see, like, Johnny Knoxville wrestle at WrestleMania this year, that just brought me back to my childhood, you know, of when I watched and was obsessed with Jackass, you know. But yeah, Jackass, easily my best show, 2000. Yeah. And now, my favorite cartoon from the year 2000, it's gonna be Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Now, this was a show that I just loved as a kid. It was like, whoa, this is fun. Master Shake, Meatwad, and Frylock, is that his name? It's been a long ass time since I watched this cartoon, man. It's been at least like 12 years since I watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But again, back in 2008, a lot of things that I love from the year 2000, I discovered in the year 2008. Okay. Back in 2008, I got the Aqua Teen Hunger Force video game. And on that game, no joke, there were literally 3 episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force to watch on the game. I would have preferred they had that as its own separate DVD, because I wish that, because you couldn't press any button. If you press any button, it would end the clip, because it was actually on the game itself, you know what I mean? And but it was still so cool to have. I was so grateful to have, like, just episodes of Aqua Teen like available to watch like that. There were like 6 episodes, 6 full Aqua Teen Hunger Force episodes to watch on the game, and you couldn't rewind, you could never skip, because it was literally like treated like as if it was like a cutscene. But it's been a long ass time since I watched the show anyway, so that's why I'm struggling to like say exact certain things about it. It's just very weird. And Carl, that's his name, right? Carl, the neighbor. That guy's cool. Been a long ass time since I watched this, so yeah. But Aqua Teen Hunger Force, easily my favorite cartoon of 2000. And now for the final topic. This is definitely a default pick for my favorite wrestling DVD of the year 2000. And I'm just going to go around and say it. WWF SummerSlam 2000. Yep, SummerSlam 2000. I don't actually own this show on DVD, but this show, SummerSlam 2000, it's the show itself. I mean, you had a really fun hardcore or force count anyway match with Shane McMahon and Steve Blackman. You had a really fun triple threat main event with Triple H, Kurt Angle, and The Rock. You had a really awesome 2 out of 3 falls technical match with Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit. And you had a really awesome tables, ladders, and chairs match, the first ever TLC match. The Hardys versus Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys. So that's it. And yep, those are my favorite things of the year 2000. Amazingly enough, I started off this video saying that I wasn't satisfied at all. Well, not at all, but not completely satisfied with my first 2 1998 to Forever videos. But I think this one I'm the most satisfied with by far so far. Yeah. I'm your boy Mark Sanders. Go tell me what your favorite things of 2000 are. And yeah. Catch you later. Your boy Mark. Peace out, y'all.